I think there were many benefits when I was first introduced the idea of signing my latest record to Bent River. Partially, obviously, the fact that they're going to help me out financially a little bit. That was, of course, a draw for me. But not only that, they help with marketing, promotion. They're making this video right now. And you know, also just being on a label, it legitimizes your product a little bit, especially in a world of a lot of people who do DIY records, which can turn out absolutely great. At the same time, it sort of puts that stamp of, this is certified, legitimate, label worthy. So as far as student professional engagement goes, I think it's really beneficial, not only just for the students working with professionals in the industry, but also for the professionals, because working with students in post-secondary institutions, which are hopefully maintaining sort of relevant, fresh, new concepts, it'll keep the professionals always in tune and in sync with what is current, and make sure that everything's always fresh and moving forward. It was great. Paul is awesome in many ways. I mean, he's an extremely talented engineer and producer, and also is a great musician, and that really comes through in the studio, because if he's hearing something funky happening harmonically or melodically or rhythmically, because he has that musical sensibility, he's able to say, hey, okay, wait a second, what's happening here? I'm hearing this note, you're playing this note, which I think a lot of people who are working from just a technological standpoint wouldn't necessarily have that musicality and those ears to be able to really help you on that next level. And he really is committed to realizing your creative vision and staying true to what you really want your product to be. So it was a wonderful experience. There have been many. You know, I try to listen to as much music as possible. But I think if I had to choose one, it would probably be Black Star by David Bowie. This record for me is inspirational on many levels, one of which I'm just a huge David Bowie fan. So I was so ecstatic when in January of last year he released another product, because his record before was so amazing and moving in this really new and interesting direction, and then to follow it up with something like Black Star, it was just another great product full of amazing music, writing, singing, instrumentation, and arrangements. But what was also really cool about this is when he passed away and the world found out, oh wow, he was ill when he made this record, it really made me stop and think for a second, like, wow, if this person at this age, under those conditions, was still able to feel extremely inspired and challenge themselves musically, I mean, it was motivating to me whenever I'm feeling a little lazy and being like, oh, I could like watch Netflix instead of write a song right now. Well, if he could do it under those conditions, what's my excuse, right? Obviously there's time for relaxing and self-care, but that inspiration that he had, clearly, that challenged him to be always making music, really inspired me. And in fact, one of the songs on my last record was sort of written as a tribute to him, and so yeah, that would probably be the one that stuck with me the most. Right, well, everybody tells me I am Lisa Simpson. Like, everybody tells me I'm exactly like Lisa Simpson. I've watched The Simpsons, like the odd episode, but I'm not a hardcore fan in the sense that I've seen every season or every episode of every season. But what I do know about her seems to be reflective of me. Like, she's a vegetarian, I believe, or animal lover, and I'm vegan. She's a jazz musician, I'm a jazz musician. She's really opinionated and a feminist, same. I mean, I think I'm actually, more accurately, I know this person's not a cartoon character, but I think I'm like a 50-50 mix of Lisa Simpson and Anne of Green Gables combined, and that's me.